I'm going to be real on this one. If you ain't hard, if you ain't tough, and you can't take no tough words, you might want to go to the next video. Drop out. BPK. Now, I want to talk about this right here. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to be strong. So last night, this little goofy goddamn white boy, for real, done went out there, and shot up some people, whatnot. I don't give a damn if they white. Ain't nobody else out there had no gun, man. Black people, don't you go your ass out there unless you strapped, period. That's why I wouldn't let my damn family go outside. Cause then, when it first happened with George Floyd, they want to fly their fast ass on out there. But when all this shit was going on with Mike Brown now, and I was out there, nigga, y'all was, what you going out there for? This, that, and the third. They was all on my ass about this shit. And then I'm trying to educate them, on, what's going on with black people in America and, our history and whatnot. They wasn't trying to hear it. But then as soon as all this jump off with brother George Floyd, my family want to run out there. They blind matter shirts and dashikis and all of this. And I'm looking at y'all like, hold on. But then I had to realize, well, everybody ain't going to wake up at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, don't go out there unless your ass got a gun. I'm just going to be real. This a war. Stop playing. When brother George Floyd got shot, the Black Lives Matter crew was out there goddamn dancing. Like some goofies. Like they won't pop a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So, I've been seeing this little goddamn devil right here. Been seeing him. And he was on the internet shooting this same gun saying basically he gonna, kill him some Negroes. I seen the video, man. So I know, them people seen it too. And they could have unfortunately stopped this incident with these radical ass people and shit. So I want to play a little video right quick, and then I'm gonna come back with some more commentary. Drop out.
Did you see the 17-year-old that went out there with the long gun last night and killed two people and walked right by the police? Right. For me, it's hard for me to understand that you feel more threatened by my black skin than a 17-year-old with an AR-15. Let that sink in. My black skin and a white kid with a rifle in the street, and you're more threatened by my skin than that gun. Did you see the 17-year-old that went out there with the long gun last night and killed two people and walked right by the police? Right. For me, it's hard for me to understand that you feel more threatened by my black skin than a 17-year-old with an AR-15. Let that sink in. My black skin and a white kid with a rifle in the street, and you're more threatened by my skin than that gun.
Now, they keep saying 17, 17. All the news media channels, Fox and NBC and shit, they keep saying he's 17. They trying to make him seem like a little innocent child that made a mistake. They would never do that if it was a 17-year-old black boy. They'd be like, this man, this murderer, this killer ran around and started shooting people. You see what I'm saying? And that's the narrative. They trying to create the narrative that he an innocent little boy. Same thing with Dalen Roof. Dalen Roof go down there and kill all them people in South Carolina. And, they take them to Burger King. And you want something to eat. I mean, what kind of shit is that? And then I played the video earlier again. Well, another little young boy chased the cop. Chased him. The cops started running for his life. If there was a black man, they would have said, he would say, oh, I was afraid for my life. And we know the end of that story. And so every week they come out and have a mass shooting or whatnot. And they be killing up a bunch of people. And don't nobody really say nothing. It's like it gets swept up under the rug. It don't. Now watch. This ain't even gonna be all in the media. It's gonna all be about the protesters doing, uh, 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 you know, throwing a little firebomb at a car or something, or being all in the street or whatnot. It ain't gonna be about him shooting up some people. You understand what I'm saying? That boy arm was blown off, and the others was dead. But we ain't gonna hear nothing about that though. Okay, I got another video. Listen to this.
God, at first I saw it. I'm looking at it. I thought, well, maybe they're gonna tase him, right? Because that's what they do with white people. They tase him. And so I didn't have the volume up. And then Christian walks in the room. He says, no, Dad, they shot him. So I play it again. I'm like, wow. They shoot this guy 7 times in the back. And then I have this conversation with Christian. And he's like, that's wrong. That's wrong. I said, yo, it is beyond wrong. It's just flat out evil. And I'm telling him, and it's hard to tell your 14-year-old son that I worry about him when he walks out that door. I have a 21-year-old son. I worry about him because black men are endangered species, pretty much. These cops are just killing because they feel like if they don't have their body cams on, they have a right. And I tell my kids all the time, I said, dude, I don't care what's going on because at the end of the day, I want you coming home to me. If you have to lay down on the ground and they can kick you, beat you, at least you're going to go to the hospital and you're going to come home to me. Don't, whatever they say to you, don't take it upon yourself to let that rage you have against that cop come out because he has the gun. He can end you. And I don't want him to end you because if he ends you, that means I'm going to end him. and I know that's wrong for me to say, but I'm so much a time to kill type of guy like Samuel Jackson, and this is going to happen with me. And I said, I don't want that to happen. I already lost one child. I don't need to lose another. And I don't think people understand, especially white people, how hard it is for black people to watch that. I know a lot of white people say, that didn't really happen. He provoked this. It doesn't matter what happened. To shoot a guy in the back 7 times, to shoot that guy in the McDonald's parking lot, to do all these things to a black person. When you see the videos of a white person with a gun, with a knife, and you running from this white person, or you tasing this person, that's the problem. And they don't quite understand. I look at all these people when something happened with animals and pets or an endangered species, they back them. So I want every person that is not black, like white people, to start standing up. No, don't just say Black Lives Matter and think that's the end. Start a fundraiser. Do something more than just using your voice. Use your platform also. It's not just about the black community using their platform. It needs to be the white people also, because black people made these actors and whoever politicians got money, they made them rich too by providing them with, going to watch their movies. So this is not just going to. This is a problem that's in the world, and it has to be solved by the world, not.
All right. Now you heard that brother Robert Ory get emotional, cause he afraid for his children. And I'm gonna be real, I am too. I am too. And but you heard what he said. You touch me, bitch, I'm going all the way. And I don't give a fuck who you think you is. I don't give a fuck whatever you talking about. I'm just gonna be real. Don't let me get that phone call. The world gonna pay. Nigga, you gonna wish I left the continent of America. Believe that. Because for who you is, period. So, because Cause they let this shit go on for too long. And the black man fed up with that shit. See, they can use the black woman. She can sow their seed or whatnot. You know, Rosemary's Baby. They can use her. But the black man in America done became obsolete. Okay? He done became obsolete. So what do you do with a hostile population? And you don't need them no more. I told y'all on the AI video that the machines gonna take over your jobs. And who you think gonna be the first community affected by that? It's already happening. It's gonna be the black community. So they let this little boy out there, man. And they'll say, oh, he a lone wolf. He a lone wolf. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Yeah, they know where they daddy and them guns is. Cause I see him on here saying he was gonna do that. If and I'm talking about it had thousands of views way 2 months ago on his Facebook page. Okay? This little boy right here. This man, this killer, this murderer, this heathen, this devil, okay? This criminal, okay? Shooting innocent people. It's all a part of a bigger plan, family. Don't let them trick you. Can you reform the devil? Like Elijah Muhammad say, can you reform the devil? No. Okay? These people gotta voting ain't gonna change it. Trying to ignore it ain't gonna change it. Trying to change who you are as black people ain't gonna change it. See, they look at us as all the same. And it's true, we are the same. The bad part about it is we don't look at it that way. And so they know we separate, so that give them the opportunity to do something like this. The cop just stood by and watched it. Thank you for giving us water. They went up to the white militia and say, thank you for giving us water. The cops. Why would the cops act all tough and shit when it come to black people like, you know, the big bad wolf or something? But when it come to the white militias and shit, he's sitting up there holding a AR-15, like Unc said, or some shit, an AK or something. Unc call it the long gun. And shooting people with it. But they say, thank you. So what that tell me? These race soldiers, Nazis or whatnot, are the paramilitary for the United States. Now go back a couple of months ago and go look at that video I done. How the KKK is the paramilitary for the United States. They honor them. They doing a good service and a good duty, keeping black people in check. Okay? Notice it's always, you know, a lot of times either a young boy or a real older white man, okay, to do a mass shooting and shit. And so they give them the opportunity to send them to a little school. You know what I'm saying? He can't go to a maximum security prison and face some real time. You see what I'm saying? Or if it's a older one, they'll put him in a little insane asylum. But listen to Unc one more time. Listen to this, how he explained.
Did you see the 17-year-old that went out there with the long gun last night and killed 2 people and walked right by the police? Right.
Jump out.
For me, it's hard for me to understand that you feel more threatened by my black skin than a 17-year-old with an AR-15. Let that sink in. My black skin and a white kid with a rifle in the street, and you're more threatened by my skin than that gun.
Big King.